To build the barbecue cart, we've got this large pile of reclaimed 2x3s. Some of them we've had to run through the bandsaw because they was glued together. We've done a lot of denailing, and we've also kept all the screws, and there they are. They've been in there a long while and they're still in perfect condition, so they'll be getting reused. We're going to clean this up now, run it through the thicknesser, and then we'll get back to you. We need to build two simple frames like this. One at the bottom, one at the top. And then we can connect these with some supporting pieces, like so. And then on this side, we'll have a cabinet. And on this side, we'll have the barbecue with an open space down here, maybe with a shelf in for storage. So we'll start off with the two frames, what we need to build for the top and bottom. We've also got this reclaimed worktop here, which is solid beech, I think it is. And this is 1,600mm across. So if we go for 1,500 for the maximum length of this, and then we'll want a little overhang either side as well, probably about, I'd say 50mm overhang. Yeah. So I'll set a stop block at 1,400 and we'll cut 4 pieces like that for the framework. The barbecue's 400 deep, so if we go for 450, then we know we've got enough space for it to fit in there. So we need 4 pieces, at 450mm. The last 2 support pieces that are going to go in where the cabinet is, I've made a spacer piece, just cut to the right size, and I can just put that at the bottom there, glue this into position, clamp it against that spacer, and do the same at the top. That way I know that my door and my shelf and everything is going to be nice and square and easy for me to fit later. I'll put a clamp across that way to hold it in position, and then drive 2 screws in here at the bottom, and then I'll put the spacer at the top, clamp that at the top and do the exact same. Just fill these holes, Jet.
Shall I get some more of these off it?
You've just seen Jacob strip these pallets down, so anybody who says these aren't pallets, you've seen the pallets. We didn't pretend to make pallets. These are actual pallets, and they're just, yeah, these ones are actually pretty nice. These ones are a little bit rough, but as you can see, there's no chemicals out like that on them. What we're going to do is, we're going to plane these down now, make them nice and smooth, and then they're going to be the panelling to go around the actual cabinet. And these ones, which are a little bit thinner than these, we're going to use them to make the door. So we'll run them through the thicknesser and then over to the table saw and put a nice clean edge on both sides. As you can see, the wood turned out lovely for pallet wood, so that's great. Got a nice pile there. We're putting the pieces horizontal. Landscape, yeah. We're putting them horizontally, and the only reason we're doing that, I'd have preferred them going vertically, so for rainwater and whatever you're dropping off. Can't speak. But because we haven't got enough, we'll get the offcuts are too big this way basically, but we can get 2 out of each piece going that way. So I'll do the first one. Well, I've done 2 here. I'll do the next one. What we're going to do is we're just putting glue all the way around, putting a chamfer in between each one so it looks nice like paneling. And then when we've done it all, we'll put a little bit of beading all the way around. And that's what that beading on the inside's for, to brad into. Unfortunately, our brad nails are too long, so we're having to go in on a bit of an angle so we don't come through the other side. Five on each one. Maybe 6. And then I'll just work my way up.
You got glue in your mouth. Just get a different glue bottle.
I've put a little chamfer on the trim as well with a block plane, and I'll show you how I did that now. So I've just got like a little scabby off cut piece of pallet wood here. I'm just gonna put a little chamfer on the edge here. Give it a little sand, like that. So now I've got a little chamfer on that edge. All I'm going to do is run that through the table saw and just rip a tiny little piece off. Chamfer's already on, so I won't have to do that with a tiny little flimsy piece. Piece what I've chamfered, just going to go against the fence there, and I've set it about 10 mil there. One of the reasons I really like wooden push sticks is you can just run it through the blade like that, no problem whatsoever. If you've got a plastic one, probably get a right jolt in your arm. I'll do.
You don't say that'll do it, that's why I stop.
We've got all the pieces for the door to size, and we've chamfered the inside edge on each one like we did on the panels to go around the cabinet, so it gives it that tongue grooved effect. I'm just putting a little bit of glue on each edge now and butting them all together. That one doesn't need one. I'm just going to flush them up here, which is just making it like it's a bit similar to a simple gate build really, what we're doing. Just get these all flush. We've oversized it as well so we can cut a couple of millimeters off. Right, next one. And you'll see it looks just like a gate, but then I'm going to add a bit of trim around the outside to make it look a little bit nicer. And then I'll add some screws later as well. Right, so one more at the top. So the hinges are going to be on this side. So we need the brace to be going from there up to that side in that direction. And then that way it'll stop the door sagging over time and dropping down. Now we've turned the door round so the front's now facing us, and we've just added some trim around the edge so it just looks a bit more like a panelled door, which I think will match the rest of the boxing in better around the cabinet. Do you think we should put one there as well in the middle?
No.
No? Okay. And then I'll fill the holes and then we'll trim the door to size. It's about 5mm too big all the way around. Just putting the hinges on now, and these hinges, I think they're about 1.5 inches, only small, so we've got 3 on there. They're actually chrome hinges, but we've just sprayed them black, free at the end of the day, so we're not going to go out and buy any for this. And I'm just guesstimating now the position. I'm not really being picky of it. It's only a barbecue trolley at the end of the day. Pin that in position, and then I'm going to use my center finding bit on my drill. And then I'm going to drive some 25mm screws in there. Oh. So like I said, I'm just going to shave a little bit off here, I think, with a hand plane, and then we'll pop a handle on it and a magnet behind it to stop it. Job's a good one. Just adding the wheels now. Basically what we've done is we've took these wheels off the original drum barbecue and we're just going to put these onto here. I've had to make these little wooden washers because the wheels was rubbing on here. All I've done is drill a hole. I've took the metal pin what was in the old Barbie, made this little washer on the bandsaw, drilled a hole in it just to give it a spacer. Then what I'm going to do is pop some thick super glue on here. Not too much, just a good dollop on the end there. Spray a bit of activator in the hole, set it in and just swizzle it as I'm pushing it in. I'm pretty sure that'll do the job at holding that just fine. Because we've added these wheels now, if we put this onto the floor, it'll be on a wonk, so for that end we need to add a couple of little feet to the other side. So I'm just using the combination square. And I'm just going to measure the distance. And then we need a couple of blocks that size to act as feet at the other side. Yeah, I'd have never thought it would have took this long. I'm going to do a plunge cut with this cheap rip saw. All you've got to do is simply aim at the solid beach and visualise the chi. And when you push the saw down, you should plunge straight through this like that. Magic. The power of the chi. Did you want to go all the way through this one?
You did that one. Did you not go all the way through?
No. Right, track 7, go.
It was a bit aggressive. My throat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, punch it. Like that. That's it. Here she is in use, guys. Oh, it is absolutely amazing. There is a couple of little bits and bobs I need to tell you about at the end of the video, but let's just savour the smell of these flame grilled burgers first. Beautiful. Wow. So just me and Jacob in the garden tonight. We've used it on 3 occasions so far, the barbecue, and on one it was Alfie's birthday, so the barbecue was absolutely packed and we had 2 big bags of coal in there. It's resulted in a tiny little bit of fire damage around the side here, and that's it. When you're cooking for just a few here and you've only got 1 bag of coal in the middle there, I don't think you've got to worry about really. We are going to do a couple of little changes to this. We're going to cut a 2 centimetre gap all the way around the outside with our plunge saw. We're going to put some cement board around there with some angle iron. So that's the amendments we're going to make to this, but lessons learned, and it's still not bad at all. I don't even think if you're just cooking small amounts like this you'd need to worry about it. It's when you've got a lot of charcoal in there. Yummy. Some lovely Lincolnshire sausages. Get the sweet corn on. Wow, boiling. What a beautiful sunny Yorkshire day. Right guys, just a quick disclaimer. If you're making one of these, I don't advise that you have your barbecue right next to the timber like I have. This timber is solid beech and it's about 40 millimeters thick. So it's going to take some charring and some burning before anything dangerous happens with that. I'm being very sensible. I'm watching my barbecue all the time and I'm making sure that the charcoal is emptied out of there afterwards and it's all nice and cool before I put my cover over the top of that, and it's nowhere near anything that's flammable. So please take your own precautions, do what you think is correct for you and don't necessarily just copy what I've done. Like I said, we're going to make some alterations around the barbecue just to, you know, put that added security in there, make it last a lot longer. Oh, hey Jay, we're making popcorn here. Set that off for a bit. All started popping out like popcorn. Right, shut that for a bit, make sure they're cooked. Like it, Jet?
Yeah, it's banging.
Anyone remember the old workshop? Here it is now. Jake's little man cave. Made it nice outside as well. Look. Made that with some pallet wood. If anyone wants us to make that video, let us know. Bed box, what we made. And we made a little squirrel feeder there. Little bed, house table thingamabob there. This was my original workshop. Oh, isn't it cute? Bye, babe. Love ya. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Homemade coleslaw. Love ya. Catch you on the next one, guys. Bye.